Hey guys, it's Joe B. I'm back here with part 7. I understand there's a lot of parts, but I'm just taking it one step at a time, and I wanted to show you everything that's going on because I didn't want to skip anything. So the steering column is out. I actually went over it with a wire wheel. I cleaned it up. I'm going to use a little direct-to-metal primer on the metal parts, and then I'll just Rust-Oleum it. But I wanted to show you, remember the piece that was special to the automatic transmissions? This locks the steering wheel. This was connected to the transmission, and it would lock the steering wheel when it was in park. So this was not on a manual. And as you see, it was stiff before, so I couldn't collapse it all the way in. Now that I've cleaned it up, I gained that good, how far was it sticking out, guys? Maybe an inch? Maybe a little more? It was sticking out a significant amount. So now that I've cleaned it up, I pulled it out, and I wanted to show you, it attaches in here. You can see it. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to line it up. There's a little nut in here, or I should say a bolt, that lines up in that hole. It's a 3/8 bolt. I've got it around here somewhere. And it is what locks this piece in. All right? So this hole lines up with that hole, and you can see right through, and you use your 3/8 in order to lock it in. But I pulled it off so I can remove it. The whole center piece comes out. Here's the trick of it. I can't cut this. If I cut this, I lose this whole piece. I mean, I guess I could, but I would have to cut this, and I would have to cut this in order to gain any more clearance. Because this piece lines up. That's the 3/8 hole that lines up through here and lines up with this piece to lock the whole thing in. So if I were to cut this off and the thing accidentally shifted and locked the whole steering column, how would I ever get it back into drive mode? I can't cut that. So I'm gonna clean those up. Another tidbit, the two studs that were sticking out, this is for the ignition switch. This is the ignition switch. The deal is, here's a funny, I had the wrong key in there. You know how one key's for the trunk? I had the trunk key in, so I couldn't turn it. But with it in there, you turn it all the way. And these two holes line up. This just slips right in there. These two holes line up, and it just locks in with what looks like a golf tee. And that's all it is. So with the key turned all the way, you can just pull the tee out. So I don't have to pull the ignition key out. I don't have to pull the whole cylinder out. I can leave that in there. That's where I'm at. Deciding whether or not to buy a new bearing. Maybe not. I'll just grease it up. There was a little plastic cup in the bottom. Just slides in and locks into these two holes, just lines up with the holes. So I'll clean that up with some soap and water. The dust boot's still good, but it looks like I can buy one online for about 16 bucks plus shipping, so I might get one of those. And then the actual steering cylinder from the inside, the shaft, just gonna clean it up, and I may paint that too. I don't know if I'm gonna paint this. I might just grease it up real good. Maybe I'll just grease this up real good and then not paint them. I don't want any paint in there because, you know, if the paint shavings over time come off, they can clog up the grease and clog up the action. So this is a quick update. That's where I'm at, guys. I think I'm just gonna clean it up, paint it up, put it all back together, reclaim that clearance, that 1 inch I had from there, and then with the whole thing unbolted, see if I can finagle it in to mate up with the Borgeson box and then bolt it down. So we'll see how that goes. All right, this is Joe B with Mach 1.